So you're thinking about moving to Port St Lucie or maybe Tradition? Well, how much does it cost to really live here? Well, I'm here to break it down for you today using what I actually pay as a basis for real life factual information with actual screenshots of my bills. So let's walk around the neighborhood and talk. Hi, I'm Steve Kimos, a local realtor here specializing in new construction in beautiful Port St Lucie, Florida. Now, when I retired and I moved to Florida, I had an idea of what the cost might be, but I was definitely off by a little bit. So let's break it down bit by bit. All right, let's start with taxes. This is probably the worst part of the financial breakdown, because taxes in Port St Lucie and St Lucie County are high at around 2%, depending on your CDD fee. And we'll talk about CDD fee in a little bit. So take a look at my trim notice. The trim notice is sent in August and is a fairly accurate assessment of what you'll pay in taxes in November of each year. As you can see, my taxes are projected to be $7,219.92. But once you add in my CDD, which is a non-ad valorem tax, such as the CDD, trash, and stormwater, I end up paying about $9,054.52, or about $754 per month, for a house that I bought for $440,000 and is assessed by the government at $315,000. Now keep in mind, as I've said in countless videos, I got my house for a lot less in St. Lucie County, in Port St. Lucie, than I would in many of the other counties and cities in Florida. Buying a less expensive house in the more expensive tax district was the right move for me, as it would take me decades of paying the higher tax to overtake the savings of buying the less expensive home. Okay, let's talk a little bit about a homeowner's insurance, because that is all over the news. If you buy a new construction home or a fairly new house in an area, in the area with a newer roof, your insurance isn't going to be too bad. As you can see, I pay $1,611.65 for decent coverage with an acceptable deductible. If you choose to buy a home in this area, I can hook you up with multiple insurance brokers that can shop the market for you. Now, insurance was not hard to get, and insurers are coming back to this state. Believe it or not, insurance is actually dropping a little bit. But depending on where you're coming from in the country, you're definitely going to be paying a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. For example, in Maryland, for a much older house of the same size, I paid $1,300 a year as opposed to the $1,600 that I pay now for the same coverage. Now, utilities are an expense. For utilities, we have the standard electricity through Florida Power and Light, water through the city of Port St. Lucie, and gas through Florida City Gas. For this 2,000 square foot house here in August, with the smart thermostat set at 77 in the day and 73 at night, we pay $170 to $180 a month in the hottest months of the year. For water, we pay about $50 to $60 a month, and we liberally use the washer and dishwasher. And I take 2 showers a day because I'm a cyclist, and that's what you do when you ride in the morning. You come home and you take a shower. Now for gas, we pay $50 to $60 a month, and we use it for just cooking and our dryer. All right, what about the HOA? Well, in Tradition, you pay 2 HOA fees, a neighborhood fee and an overall Tradition master fee. The neighborhood HOA fee depends on the size of your house, the size of the neighborhood, and the number of amenities offered in the neighborhood you choose. Now, generally in Tradition, the neighborhood fee covers the gate, manned or unmanned, lawn and garden, irrigation, outdoor bug treatment, amenities, and activities like the pool, hot tub, gym, and more. Now, the master Tradition fee covers the maintenance of the landscaping in all of Tradition, as well as the upkeep in the town square, and they provide home security system and monitoring and cable and internet. So for my neighborhood HOA fee, I pay $203 a month for the neighborhood HOA. And for the Tradition Master HOA, I pay $199 like everyone else in Tradition, for a total of $402. Now, the neighborhood fee is paid quarterly at $611, and most will pay between $400 and $600 a month based on the factors I've already described. Now, if you're on a golf course, you're paying a golf membership, might be just a little different there. Another expense is a CDD fee. So what's a CDD fee? It's when a builder says to a municipality, hey, I want to come in and build a community, but we can't afford to put in the infrastructure like roads, fiber optic cable, electricity, water, sewer lines, and lines for irrigation and such. So the municipality pays for the infrastructure, but passes on that cost to the home buyer. So I pay $77 a month for 7 years. It comes in my taxes as an interest-free bond, and that's one of the reasons why the taxes are nearly 2%. Now generally, people pay $65 to $200 a month for a CDD fee, with most paying around 80 to 100 bucks. The terms are usually 7 to 15 years for these fees. So by the way, if the HOA seems a little low, then the CD is probably a little higher and vice versa. So be sure to have me or your agent find out your exact CDD fee before you commit to something in tradition. Now another thing I wanted to mention is Florida does have a sales tax, and we pay about 6% on purchases, which is kind of standard for a large part of the country. Another fee that isn't directly related to owning the home here, but is a fee, is car insurance. In general, car insurance in Florida is a little more expensive. I pay about $200 more a year than I did when I lived in Maryland. All right, so here's the grand finale. What do we actually pay a month to live in this beautiful place? Well, keep in mind, my house is paid for and I don't have a mortgage. So barring the mortgage, my wife and I pay $1,652 a month to live in a house that's paid for in a gorgeous area in the great state of Florida. So now you have a documented basis and real numbers with real examples of what it costs to live in Port St. Lucie, and more specifically, Tradition. Remember, if you have any questions, give me a call or email. My information's on the screen and in the description below. I wish this video finds a lot of people, because I wish I would have known this and had this information in my pocket when I came down here. So hopefully this helps you out. Again, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.